Networking can feel like an uphill battle, summoning the confidence to approach strangers, their heart beating in your chest, attempting to pitch yourself. It's all like a high-stakes sales game. You muster up the courage only to feel like a salesperson tirelessly handing out business cards, praying for that golden email opportunity. The anticipation builds up as you wait for that life-altering notification, only to discover it's just another reminder from DoorDash about free delivery this week. Why does networking seem elusive, preventing you from building the creative career you always dreamed of? That's because you're making these common mistakes that are sabotaging your networking abilities. In this video, we're going to break down creative networking by first discussing the mindset that you need to adopt in any new networking relationship. Keyword on relationship. Then I'll give you 5 key practical strategies that you can begin applying today that will significantly improve any networking outcome within any diverse industry. I will also guide you on where to find these valuable networking connections. And no, it's not limited to networking events. Let's establish some fundamental networking strategies that serves as a foundation to any kind of networking interactions that you'll have. To build a meaningful network, you need to start by finding the right people and then learn how you can contribute your value to them. The creative industry is a collaborative space where artists come together leveraging their talents and skills to collaborate on shared goals and deadlines. Think about these symbiotic relationships. A musician needing a producer or an animator needing a storyboarder. Both need each other in some way and complement within their own shared goals. It's up to you to find where you fit in and contribute to filling gaps within your network. Okay, grab a new note and list out all your passions and hobbies. Identify activities that naturally energize you throughout the day. For instance, I find joy in writing and I do it every day. And I find that I go into a flow state when I'm doing writing. If you ever feel like you get lost within a task like drawing, you could draw for hours. Any of those kind of things could help you really decide on which you want to do creatively. Consider these daily activities. Even something as simple as playing video games every day could actually provide valuable insights to a network. If you have a keen understanding of game mechanics, you can provide that insight to someone who, say, wants to make an FPS video game by providing what works in an FPS shooter and what doesn't work in an FPS shooter. Looking at you, Destiny. I want you to recognize that regardless of skill set, you can be of value to anyone. You can be someone else's compass. Having established these networking principles, let's now go into how to actually build these relationships. Common mistakes among creatives is treating this as a transactional relationship. And I will do this, you will do that kind of exchange. This approach obviously doesn't lead to any lasting, genuine relationship. The way that humans connect is when we show our genuine selves to one another. In the realm of creative networking, let's shift our mindset away from transactional relationships and start building actual, genuine, authentic relationships. The essence of forming these genuine connections lies in authenticity. It's not what you can get from someone, but what both of you can bring to the table. To foster these relationships, here are 5 key strategies to consider in your networking endeavors. First off, I want you to prioritize authenticity over transaction. Instead of viewing networking interactions as a series of transactions, just like you giving out a business card to someone, approach them as an opportunity to understand your network. Share your passions, hobbies, and unique journey. This is where you should actively listen and learn. Networking goes beyond self-presentation. It's a two-way street that involve both parties. It's essential to ask questions, show genuine interest, and absorb those insights that are shared by others. Encourage your network to open up about their desires, their current endeavors, and their challenges. Some questions that you can ask a network is where do they envision the industry going in the next few years? What projects or current endeavors are they currently working on? Or even what inspired them to pursue the industry that you're currently working in? By fostering a dialogue that goes beyond the surface level interaction, you can help produce a more inclusive and reciprocal networking environment. Once you're getting to the flow of the conversation, you can transition to offer value without expectation. Be generous with your skill without expecting any immediate return. The key is to find your network's pain points and then offer your own solutions to their problems. Remember, the most valuable piece of advice you can give to anyone in your life is free, so it's better to be used genuinely and authentically. This sets up the relationship to have a positive dynamic that leads to a mutual benefit. Try to go beyond the surface level. Learn about your network's interests, passions, or hobbies that can lead to something that's more than just talking about creative work. Building connections on multiple levels makes your bond stronger. After an initial interaction, follow up with intent. Instead of sending just a generic message, reference something that was memorable, actionable, or insightful that you found in your previous interaction with each other. This shows to your network that you were genuinely engaged and interested in what was shared. Remembering small moments from conversations can lead to building a strong bond with someone. Remind yourself to be patient and consistent when building a bond, as building a strong bond does take time. It's not something that can happen just overnight. It takes a long time to realize and truly trust a person, and an even longer time to build something that can be truly unbreakable. Regular, genuine communication builds trust and establishes a strong foundation to build a strong relationship. And always remember to give value before you ask for value. Prioritize giving to a network before you ask for any help to a network. Whether through providing valuable advice, leveraging your unique skills or talents to help out a network, or providing valuable feedback or support, positioning yourself as a giver rather than a taker helps build a reciprocal dynamic within a networking relationship. You can also showcase your expertise within a skill by showcasing a portfolio or a recent completed project. This not only adds tangible value to the conversation, but reinforce your commitment to add meaningfully to your network's journey. Remember, networking is not a means to an end. It's all about cultivating relationships that extend beyond immediate gain. By approaching it with authenticity, active listening, and genuine interest, you create relationships that are not only fruitful, but enriching on a personal level. Now, let's put all these principles into action. Take a moment to reflect on 4 to 5 contacts that you probably have not reached out in a while. These are the connections that may have slipped through the cracks within our busy lives. To help you with this, I've included a free Notion template in the description that can aid you within your creative networking endeavors. It includes the 5 key strategies that I've talked about previously, and also includes 20 questions you can ask to any network that can spark a meaningful and genuine conversation. It also has an address book so you can log those contacts in, so you'll always have them up to date. Or if you even meet a new network in a different venue, you can actually plug this into the database. It's all for free, and it's part of my value that I want to give out to all of you guys. Consider it your consolation for creating connections that truly matter. Another way we can discover new networking opportunities is also exploring authentic networking environments. These environments are not your traditional networking events. There are places where you can meet other connections that share your same passions or hobbies. Meetup.com remains a valuable tool, offering events tailored to specific interests and professional niches. You can search events up by location and see all the variety of different events they offer that align with either a hobby or an industry. It's really a great place to meet new people and connect with them that share your same passions or hobbies. I left a link in the description below if you want to learn more. Think about environments that align with both your career goals and personal passions. Whether it's immersing yourself in a video game competition, soaking in the creative vibes of an artist workshop, or navigating the vibrant chaos of Comic-Con, these spaces break free from the traditional monotony of networking. You should always dive into spaces where you can be your unapologetic self. Forget those sterile business card exchanges. We're talking about fertile grounds that go beyond the superficial, where you can form genuine, real relationships. Attending events aligned with your interests open doors to connections rooted in authenticity. So reconnect with old pals, use a template in the description below to guide those conversations, and step into environments that are rooted in authenticity and your passion, and you can start making connections that are real, genuine, and going to change your life. I know you got this. I hope that you can see now that networking shouldn't be daunting. Networking is actually a fun and rewarding activity where you have the chance to meet some genuinely cool people. It is my hope that you absorb these insights with every video so it can propel you to shine bright within your career. Share your thoughts in the comments on what you would like to see in the next video. And always remember, always shoot for the stars when people say to land on the moon.